I stayed until Monday. Came back Monday and left a certain degree weather and came back to snow, which was just fantastic.
Yeah. Down there in the Bahamas, man, it's nice.
You know, picture me wearing shorts and sandals, and I come up here and jeans come back out.
2 inches of snow.
Right. Woke up this morning and thought I had to go shovel the condos, but didn't happen. Heavens.
Glad that everything worked out. I didn't have any doubts that you'd go down there and things would be just fine. And saw a picture of you in the Tommy Boy shirt. Your dad had his, was it aircraft mechanic shirt or something like that on?
Yep. True aircraft mechanic. That's what he was an aircraft mechanic before he, was put into retirement. And, like I said, me and my father, we don't hug. We don't, we don't have a relationship like that. But at the end of the Sunday night, I think it was, my mom, I was going downstairs to, the old shooting den, which my mom did ask me if that was, okay if I slept there and if I had any problems sleeping down there. And everything was all right. I was there for a different reason. And my mom was like, well, I had a good day today, Chris. And I heard my dad in the background say it was a great day. And that made me feel wonderful to have my father actually enjoy my presence and not just, worry and freak out and, I went downstairs and apparently my sons and nephews had a big change collection and some lotto tickets that were scratched off that are still there when I left, there's a lot, it's cool, man. Then my parents allowed me to come down and they were excited for me to come down. And, yeah, it was, I can't wait to get back. I don't know when I'll go back, but it'll probably happen again here sometime in the future. And get back down and spend some time with my parents.
And one thing that... Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say... I
was going to say 8 months,
Yeah. That's a long time. And that's kind of what I was going to say is that you waited to go back this time. And whether you didn't have a ride but you could have got back there if you wanted to. But you waited, and when the time was right, you decided, hey, that it's time. You didn't rush it.
Oh, yeah, it was definitely right. There was real no rush to get down there, with the exception I wanted to see my parents. So I got to hear, my brother, who's a police officer. There was a shooting in the town he lived in, and that's I worry about him being a police officer. I worry about him being on the front line dealing with people in this disease every day, and it gives me more of appreciation. I saw my brother's ex-wife and my brother's 2 sons, and and I happened to run into a buddy of mine, a good, positive person that I wanted to stop by his house anyways, and my mom just happened to be walking by his house. He was standing outside and got a chance to air shake his hand. Didn't get close, but run into him, meet him, see him again. He's like, man, you look good. You look good. It's good to see you back.
Yeah, I'm glad that it all worked out for you, man. I knew it would.
It was a good trip.
You hanging around the right people, doing the right things, and
yeah,
it matters. That it really does. All jokes aside, we kid about people telling you that you're not doing the right things and you're not doing this and you need to be doing this and you need to be doing that. You're doing what you need to do, man. You know what you need to do, and sometimes it's very uncomfortable. Sometimes it's not what you want to do, but what you want and what you need are 2 different things.
Right. There's so many times I wanted to go down, and even a few people in the house were concerned of my timing of leaving, and I said, man, it's no better time than now. I'm not working. I'm not doing anything. My parents, I think we both deserved a good chance, a chance to spend some time together. And actually I go out and work in the garden, and I mowed my dad's lawn, and I did work with my mom, and didn't expect any, I didn't request any money for it, because any other time I did some work for my parents, it was to try and get another 20, to try and get a couple more dollars. And, my father, he likes to smoke cigars and enjoy craft beer. There was craft beer at the house, and, I had no desire to alter my state to join in or anything. That's just, and my parents shouldn't have to hide anything when it comes to that. That's what they do, and I'm in a different mindset right now at this point in my life. I can enjoy being around my parents. Like I said at the beginning, it's been so long. I thought maybe, oh God, maybe I have to do this. I have to do it. But the only thing I had to do was just get my ass there and give my mom a hug and talk to my parents. Get to spend the first night with them, watch a couple movies. And I'll tell you, at 28 years old still, when they put a movie on and you start seeing Nicole Kidman naked, you're still uncomfortable to see a gratuitous sex scene with your parents in the room.
Good thing you didn't watch Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, yeah. My mom and dad went to go see that in the movie theater. She said, I didn't like it at all. I was like, yeah, I can imagine why.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that one scene, which that's all I need to say is that one scene, and my dad looks over and he's like, "Oh my God, son!" And then he stopped there and he just kept watching. I'm like, "I know, Dad. Yeah, I know. It's just sickening, isn't it?" But yeah, glad everything's going good for you guys though, and do apply for any assistance that you need. That's what it's there for. I think that's something that you really need to do. There's Zoom meetings, and you can hit those up. If you're tired of just going to the same old ones, mix it up. Like I said, I have links. I did all the legwork for you. If you want to go to 217recovery.com, go to the online meetings tab, and then, like I said, you'll see the picture. Click on whatever country you want to go to, and then click the link underneath that, and you'll be good to go. And Chris, how can they listen to us again? What if they want to share it with their friends?
Well, the cool thing about that is they check out our show, the 217 Recovery website, and you go to, and from there you can actually go to any one of our other platforms. I do believe you can listen to the show actually from the website, and then we also have. Through the podcast area, we have quite a few other platforms, the Spotify's and all those things, except for there's no Pandora. iHeartRadio, they really, these people really put our stuff out, and they support us because, they support with what we do. But yeah, and on that website that I mentioned before, which is what again, Corey?
217recovery.com.
Okay. Yeah, it sounded like you were chewing on a waffle. But, yeah, and on that website as well, we have all types of, we have also, with Mr. DeBeck's Nathan's House, we have websites for that, and we have other things for you to check out through our website that help with if you know somebody that has a problem, or you think you may have a problem, or you think you know somebody that has a problem, or you think you have a problem, but you don't think you have a problem, but you might think you want to look into somebody that's having a problem, and maybe getting your problem fixed. All types of information on there as far as, recovery, places to call, places to check into, look into, to get yourself the help that you want to get.
Well done, Chris.
Thank you.
And here's something I'm going to do. I'm going to hide. Well, not really hide. I'm going to put it on the website, though, and you'll have to go find it. Not you guys, and not Samantha either. God bless her. I love her. She's our number one fan. But I'm going to hide Samantha. She's number one fan.
Oh, of course, yes.
So I'm not talking to her either.
She is.
Not talking to her, not talking to you or Dustin. I'm talking to, just somebody listening right now. If you want a Tyrone 217 Recovery shirt or a Chris Goss 217 Recovery shirt. Sorry, Dustin, not doing the Captain Save a Hose just yet. I'm going to hide a little something on the website. On one page, I'm going to hide yours, Chris, and on one page, I'm going to hide Tyrone's. Not hide it. It'll be in plain sight, but people will have to go to different pages and kind of look for it. And it'll say, claim your free shirt or something like that. Or maybe it'll just have a picture of Tyrone, or maybe it'll have a picture of your face or their shirt, whatever. Go to our website, look around a little bit, and I'll set it up to where people can win a free shirt. At least the first.
That sounds pretty cool.
At least the first one that emails me on the Tyrone and the first one that emails me on the Chris, I will send a shirt to you. So
cool. Keep us posted on that. I'd like to know if they try to find mine first or Tyrone's first.
I'll make a bet on that.
That shit. There are actually very limited number of Goss'd Out shirts. Tyrone one. Our number one fan, Samantha, has one, and I think that there's one more out and about. I think Tyrone actually might have two of them.
Does Angel Face have one?
No. It's, oh man, it's exciting. That sounds like a pretty cool game, guys. I hope you really check that out, get into it. These shirts are wonderful poly blend, pressed by a genius himself. We no longer use the children in the sweatshop.
No, we got the real thing in the office and set up, and yeah, we've moved up. So yeah, so look for the Tyrone, look for the Chris on our website, and like I said, I'll send at least the first one, maybe more, depends. Get that Trump's money. I think he wanted me to send people T-shirts with it, but yeah, that'll be kind of fun, and we'll do more stuff like that too in the future. But keep an eye out for that. 217recovery.com. Chris, Dustin, I appreciate you guys being on the podcast tonight.
Thank you for
having me on.
Didn't sound as good as it normally does, just quality wise.
I guess
because you're on the speakerphone, but
it happened.
Yeah,
we're on we don't normally do the speakerphone. Dustin pretty much bribed me to get on the show. I'm just kidding. He asked, and I said, "Why not? We'll try the speakerphone and let us know how the quality goes." Because as I said, we're still in a learning curve. Corey's 700 miles away at his castle in the office suite, and we're over here in the cold tundra. Just hanging out.
Amongst
on the bottom.
Amongst the common
Moving
folk.
on up, on down.
Yeah.
Yeah, hanging out with the common folk.
Sorry, it seems like I would have brought you along with me.
All
right, guys. Thanks again, though, and we'll wrap it up. And yeah, thanks for listening. Like Chris said earlier, I hope you learned something today, because I know I did.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. I was waiting until the very end and say I hope you guys learned something, because I did.
Oh.
You kind of blew my cover, but we both got one in. So I mean, it's kudos to us. So speaking of kudos, you probably got some this week, anyways, as well.
Yeah, you did.
But thanks for having us, Corey. Thanks for having us, and keep us posted on what's going on with those shirts. They're, like I said, good poly blend, high quality.
Yeah, I will, for sure. All right, guys.
All right, brother. Take it easy.
Until next time.
All right.
All right, see ya.
Bet. Check you later. Why do you say that, man? Check you later, man.